Good morning, noon, evening or night, depending when you're watching this video. My name is Alegende and welcome back to World of Tanks and the NBTT'ay Replay series featuring, well, me again. I mean, I can't help it. I am just having one great game in an entire patch, giving me the highest amount of base experience achieved by any other clan member that uploads some of their best replays on the WoT Replay site. So I am playing in my defender, which well, makes some of your eyes roll, because well, the defender is basically a tier 9. Of course you are going to have great battles in it, but I'll think against tier 10. Oh, it's a little bit more fair. So Erlenberg, I want to get the next position. Yeah. Getting a few shots in, intentional. These shots were intentional. I mean, almost a third one also intentional, but just wanted to give the enemies a chance to lower my hit points some more, to make things more fair, because well, having a defender full hit points versus tier 10, that's not really fair enough. I like more fair games, right? So that's why I intentionally lost already half my hit points at the start of the game. Unlike the Tiger 2, that just lost his complete amount of hit points by rushing this position, which is, well, relatively a strong position, but not if a defender is waiting for you with some support of the side flanks with the T-54 lightweight and some more medium standing right there. So next an IS-3 shows up. It's a bit more troublesome unless he's, well, over angling like that. But if he is going to advance more forwards, his upper plate becomes, well, quite impossible to penetrate, pretty much being an auto ricochet. So it's going to be a bit of a hot mess in the city, and it's just a question of, well, holding this location, because it's quite a well protected location from all the sides, and I have views on multiple directions, as you can see in just a moment. So the IS-3 does get shot down. The N28 prototype did have a line of fire in me, so I pull back and with no more enemies on that particular side, I'm now focusing my attention more on the middle of the city, with just the perfect timing to take a shot into the A100. Yeah, with 440 alpha damage and getting those kinds of high rolls, this thing is definitely a tier 9 tank, pretty much. So right now I'm not really, well, too interested in getting, well, more and more shots in as quick as possible, since I'm one shot for, well, all of the tier 10s at least. And well, I think all of the tanks can one-shot me at this moment already. So I'm waiting for the better opportunity to, well, poke my head around and snapshot, well, not really snapshot, trying to aim a shot and either snapshot one in the enemy tanks. So you will see me a lot of doing this, just hiding behind the houses, which can pay off like this. I mean, the E100 must have forget me or has focused his attention elsewhere. But not every snapshot can hit the target exactly where you want it, especially not with the defender. Even though it's Russia, the gun handling is still going to troll you some of the times. The E575 also forget that I was here pretty much. I don't know what he was thinking, just standing there in the open. Poor play. Also with the E100, pretty much not really, I have to say pretty much less. I started to notice it right now. So I'm getting a shot in the E100, crossfiring shot through the gap. and able to shut him down. Oh wait, no, it's not me who shuts him down, it's the IS-4. Every time I watch this replay, I've watched this replay a few times, and every time I think I shut down the E100. Well, good teamwork, great place, the IS-4. So back to my casual position of just hiding behind the houses and getting pretty much forgotten by the enemy tanks. But now with a push on the A line by my team, I'm more confident to go a little bit more forward. Get spotted, not know by what, it's the Skoda. Do get a shot in right on time. It was a fair bit blocked by the gun of the already destroyed IS-3, which I actually have to take more attention towards it. I get a lot of shots off that hits the gun barrel of already dead tanks. So it's pretty much even right now, but once again I got forgotten by the middle of the city, which allows me to, well, shoot, poke out and shoot over and over again without getting shot back. So right now it seems to be that we are at the upper hand right now. However, the enemy tanks are, well, kind of clustered together, are like burrowed in defensive position, which makes any type of assault or advance towards them quite risky. So that's why I decided to wait it out and see and wait for the opportunity, the right opportunity to push further along. So for the time being, once again, I'm just hiding behind this this block of houses, because definitely right now I'm a one-shot for everyone. So right now it's just waiting for the right opportunity. Either the batchet could push maybe further alongside, maybe when the FV4005, which takes a long touristic route towards any type of effective assisting location, but when he's at the location, maybe then the opportunity is right to push. However, right here we have Marshok taking taking his own initiative once again, like we saw him do with his Type 62 a few World of Tanks GG's game ago. I wanted to follow him, but right then the Jack Pista, the Jack Panzer E100, shows up and discouraged me entirely to follow through on the push. So in the distance you can see that my Scorpion G is getting worse by the Skoda, unfortunately. Right here Marshok does get a shot in the side, distracting the Jagdpanzer E100, which allows me to get a shot in the side again, and he eventually gets shut down by the shit barn. Some great teamwork right here of distraction, and shows again that as a Jagdpanzer E100 you absolutely shouldn't get in a position where you can get in a crossfire. You are toast if you do that. So at this point I have enough courage to well, follow through on the push, almost getting a shot into the Renegade. So Marshall can get a little bit in trouble here if he misses his next shot. Almost getting destroyed by the Renegade, but luckily I shot him down from behind. And now it's the best thing to do right now is to cap, since the last two medium tanks are probably hiding all the way at C1 behind a push line, so trying to push them is going to result into a certain defeat. So I tell Marshok here to move more towards the house on the far side of of the cap circle, providing him with enough cover, providing him with cover from the positions in which the medium tanks are most likely are. So unfortunately the medium tanks does shut down the UDES. Luckily Marshok stays well and truly behind the building, which allows us to pretty much cap out in just 1 minute, getting more pressure on the last few enemy medium tanks. So hopefully they will either not try anything or push us, in which we can spot them and shut them down. So the Leopard does get spotted. Fortunately misses a shot again and the Badgehead shuts him down. So right here I believe that the Skoda was still at that location, maybe as being a side flank, hoping that the Leopard would spot something. I blind shot, but to no avail, and that is pretty much it. At the end, the Skoda does get spotted all the way at the C1 line by Badgehead. He spots me, I miss a shot. Should I miss a shot, he shut down the Badgehead and almost get a final blow inside me. So that was a game, and what kind of a game. More than 5,000 damage resulted, of course, in an ace tanker, even with a Object 25U defender. I mean, pretty much getting up against tier 10, you will get an ace tanker. I mean, maybe against tier 8 it was more of a first class, since this tank is performing so well, alongside with Top Gun and Confederate Medal. This amount of damage resulted in quite nifty amount of experience, which is 1481 base experience. Also props to Marshok in his actually his defender, also having a pretty decent game and well taking once again the initiative when it matters the most, getting the flank of the Jack Panzer E100. Also, the amount of credits earned with premium accountant, pretty much also with credit boosters, is also adding up very nicely. So in the end, this game shows you how the defender can handle against tier 10. The strategy this game was pretty much holding an important position with lookouts towards multiple flanks, being able to, well, hold off one flank that could pose a problem for the rest of the team, and defending the other flanks by getting, well, forgetted by the enemy tanks and being able to poke out, get a shot off and pull back without getting any shots back. So with that, I'll end this video right here. I will see you next time. Later.